Hello everyone. So today let's discuss the string builder actually. This is one of the important data structures as well. Let's uh, discuss or let's get into the definition part first. So let's see what it states here. String builder is a mutable sequence of characters. What it is a mutable sequence of meaning mutable in the sense we can change. Once we have given the value, it can be changed. That is the meaning of mutable. Yeah. String builder is a mutable sequence of characters in Java used to create and modify the strings. Since it is mutable, it is used to create and modify the strings without creating new objects every time, right? Without creating new objects every time. Very simple one. In Java, string objects are immutable. Again, in Java, string objects are immutable. So every modification creates a new object. What it does? So every modification creates a new object. String builder allows changing the same object. So whether it may be append, insert, delete, making it faster and memory efficient for the repeated string operations, right? Making it faster and memory efficient for repeated string operations. Yeah, so this is it about the string builder, right? So again, string objects are immutable, but string builder is completely mutable. Yep, just remember this. So this might be asked on the interviews usually. So difference between the string and the string builder. So this one you should be able to say, right? So strings are immutable and a string is immutable or string objects are immutable, whereas string builder is completely mutable, right? So yes, see, in Java, string objects are immutable. So every modification creates a new object. String builder allows changing the same object, right? So we can just make use of the append operation, insert operation, or the delete operation that string builder provides, making it faster and memory efficient for repeated string operations. Yeah, keep this in mind. So next, let's try to understand the same thing with a very simple example, man. Yeah, I'll just go with import java.io. So this is fine. So let me go with, sorry, 1 second, public class main. So I'll just give one more s here. Yeah. So here, first what I'll do, first let me consider here throws exception as well, or else we'll get there, right? Throws exception. Yep, so this is fine. So within the main method, so what we'll be doing, so first thing, let's create the string builder object, right? So let's this one initially it will be empty, right? So let's create the string builder object and it will be initially empty, right? I'll just go with the string builder. See, it is showing in the suggestions, right? String builder. I'll just consider the variable sp here. So this one will be new again, string builder. So this is the syntax basically, simple one, right? So this is fine. Next, what are the operations that the string builder provides here? Append, insert, as well as the delete. First, let's go with the append. Actually, the variable that we have considered here is sp. I'll just go with the sp dot append. So what shall we append? So let me append hello here, right? So this is fine. Let's consider a simple example. Next, let's append the space after the hello. I'll just go with sp dot append. So this one space. Let me leave the space here, right? So this is simple. Next, what shall we do? Let's append another word, right? So I'll just go with a word here. I'll just go with append. Let me do one thing. I'll just go with the word, right? So one more thing, whatever the example that I've considered, so this is just for the YouTube. So I'm just revising here. So I might consider just append here, right? I insist you to try out with the different operations as well. See here, there is insert, delete. These things you have to try it out just to understand, right? So I'm just showing one operation. String builder consists of different operations. You can just go with the insert, delete. Yeah, try with the different operations as well. Yep. So that's what I wanted to say. Yep. So this is fine. I have just appended world. So hello, then space, then world, right? So let's print the final string. We have to get hello space world, right? Hello world basically. Just go with the system of println here. So let me pass here mm, string builder. So we have to consider, let me convert back this one to string. So I'll just go with the to string here. So we have to mention parenthesis. Just remember this one. Yep. So if I run the code, the output that I need to get here is hello world, basically. right? So let me explain this one again. See, so this is very important and this is very basic, right? So just listen to this carefully. So this SP, whatever I have given here, this one, right? So variable name. SP starts as an empty character sequence, nothing but the empty string, double inverted comma, empty string, right? After SP dot append of hello, this one, we get hello, output hello. After appending the space, we get hello space, like this. In simple terms, first it will be hello. So within the this one double inverted comma. So next we are appending space actually. Now it becomes space here, this one, hello, right? So then we are appending the world, right? So this becomes hello world. And finally what we are doing, sp dot append of this one world, this is fine. Then we are going with the this one is b, this one's string builder variable sb dot toString. What does toString do basically? ToString converts the mutable object into the string, right? When we convert that one to the string, it becomes immutable, right? So we ToString, whatever we have made use of ToString here. So this converts the mutable object into the string. Just remember this one. This is very important. Yeah, this is the output that we need to get here, right? So let's try to run the code now. Yeah, we are getting the hello world, right? So which is absolutely correct. So whatever the code that we have written works absolutely correct. Yep. So this is it about the string builder. Let's discuss some real world applications here. So basically it's used while building large strings in loops actually. Yeah, whether it may be logs, reports, we'll be making use of it in CSV files as well. Yep. So basically just remember it will be used in building the large strings in loops, right? So we can make use of the string builder. We'll be making use of it in competitive programming to avoid TLE due to the string concatenation. Yeah, there also we can make use of it, string builder basically. And we will be making use of it in JSON or the XML construction there as well. We'll be making use of it within the text editors and IDEs, and we will be for generating the SQL queries dynamically also, we'll be making use of the string builder, or we can make use of the string builder. Yep. So these are some of the real world applications. Just remember. Yep. So let's come to the final part, time complexity and the space complexity, right? So as I've said, we have went with the append here, right? So we have went with the append here, right? So append, for the append, time complexity would be big of 1, right? So why it will be big of 1? Basically you can ask why it is big of 1, because characters are added without creating new objects repeatedly. Unlike strings, characters are added here without creating new objects, this one, repeatedly. So quite obviously it will be big of 1, right? So the time complexity would lead to big of 1. So what will be the space complexity? Right? The space complexity would lead to big of n, because it uses a resizable buffer to store n characters. Again, it uses a resizable buffer to store n characters. So overall space complexity would lead to big of n, right? So I'm just time complexity, we just went with the append, right? So it is not that we are considering a loop and we are just considering for the entire problem. No, we are just the time complexity, we are just considering for the append operation. So append would lead to this one big of 1, because characters are added without creating new objects repeatedly. And the space complexity would lead to big of n, because um, it uses the single resizable buffer to store n characters. Just remember this one. This is very important. Yeah. So this is it about the string builder. And one more thing, I just wanted to discuss this one point. So basically or primarily use string builder whenever strings are modified frequently. Use string builder only whenever strings are modified frequently for the maximum performance and memory efficiency. This point, whatever I have said now, this one, just keep this in mind. So this is very important. Again, make use of the string builder only whenever strings are modified frequently for maximum performance and memory efficiency. So this is very, very, very important. Yeah, just keep this in mind. So this is it for the string builder part. Next, we'll be discussing about the string buffer. For now, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.